Hello, Alisa in Fox River Grove, Illinois. I think that's how they pronounce it there. Just outside Chicago. And I know that's how they pronounce that there. Anyway, it's Matthew at freeprescriptionlenses.com, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm going to show you how I cut prescription lenses for your RayBan 5114 color, 2097 and the 52 eye size. I can't see it when it's that far up. Let me take it out. Look, they were so fast to ship this to you from Italy, they did not even get the sticker on there right. So, whatever happened to that Italian craftsmanship? You got a little wrinkle, a little crinkle in your bag there. But this is your frame in the black and white. Such monochromatic colors there. And of course, that little plastic sleeve on the temple to protect the temples from rubbing together during shipping. And of course, I'll be putting that on there. This is your RayBan case. And look, your RayBan cleaning cloth that is folded over. You think they were in such a hurry to get this shipped to you. They just did not even pay attention. But this is your frame in the black and white colors with the original demo lenses, one of which it says RayBan. I'm going to pop those out. And of course, you're going to be getting all the manufacturer's original packaging. And I'm going to put your frame into the tracing component of my edger, wig this thing up, and hit trace, which is 3 for Spanish, but that's another lesson. Everyone wants to know how to trace the right shape, so here it is. That stylus comes up and traces the shape of the right lens before going over and tracing the shape of the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed with quality. You buy a genuine, authentic RayBan frame, and you will receive free, clear, single-vision prescription lenses. And of course, you paid to the upgrade to the anti-glare coating. The frame and lenses sells for $140. The anti-glare coating goes to, look at that, got to use the little blocks. Okay, where's the little blocks? Here they are. Here's the little blocks. I got to change some equipment out. Let me put this on, change things around in the edger. Okay, we're good to go now. So let's go ahead and put in your pupillary distance, which is 32.5 for your right eye, 31.5 for your left. It already is programmed for 32.5. It comes up that way. Let's do your left. And we're going to do 31.5 there. Let's switch it back over to the right. And this is actually the shape of your right lens. Even though it comes up left on here, we're looking at it from this direction. But that is your right lens. Let's go ahead and magnify that again. So you have -1/4 sphere OU. Put that back on with a magnet. Oh, come on, magnet. Come on, magnet. So let's go down here to my lensometer. And I'm going to take your lenses out of the protective coating, the protective sleeve, put it on -1/4, and get everything lined up just perfectly. And I'm going to put a dot into the center of every lens. Of course, I've been working on my ink pad today. Let me get a better marker. Where's my better marker? There it is. There it is. That'll let you see everything. So I'm going to just darken that, put a white spot because that's going to show up very well. And it doesn't matter if I mark these right or left because you're the same on both eyes. I'm just going to put it in, find the optical center of your lens, put another dot right there. And if you missed any of that, let me recap. Oh, that was a bad pun. That was really, really bad. But hey, don't worry, I won't quit my day job. All right, so let's go back over here. Now, which is going to be the right lens? Which is going to be the left? Pay attention. Which one is it? Which one is it? All right, that'll be it. The reason why I put that dark dot there is now you can see it. And I'm going to put it right there. That is where your optical center is going to go. Let me get the... Now this is a little sticky pad that goes on the block. The silver button is a magnet. That's what's going to hold it in place. But I need to peel the paper away to make this side sticky. Stick that right there. I'm going to hit that button. And down comes the arm onto your lens. Let's move that aside and do your left lens now. Again, your pupillary distance is 31.5. Where does the black dot go? Where does it go? How about right there in the center? That blue cross is the geometric center of the lens, but your eye is just inset ever so slightly there. So let's get the little block, pull the paper off to make this side sticky. Hit that button, down comes the arm. The lens gets blocked. And the actual cutting wheel, hang on, I had a flashlight. Where did I keep it? Where did I keep it? Dun 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 dun. The actual cutting wheel is over here on the far right. It's that roughing wheel. It's going to act like a heavy grit sandpaper to grind away your lens material until it's the final shape or final size. This wheel in the center with that little channel, that's what's going to put the V bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. So let's go ahead and take your right lens, put it into the chuck, and let's pull up the shape onto the computer. That is it. This is polycarb. We're not going to polish the edges. Actually, don't even want to put a bevel onto the front of the lens, just the back, and hit start. The door closes, the clamp shuts, making an awful sound, and then two calipers are going to come and they're going to trace the shape of your lens, and you were going to see the shape of it as it goes around. It does it twice. There is once, and of course it measures the thickness of the lens as it's going around to know exactly where to place the bevel so it will fit best inside the frame. Of course, you have no real edge thickness. Your lens is going to be about that thin all the way around because your prescription is so slight. But your lenses are made out of the lighter weight polycarbonate. Polycarb is virtually unbreakable. It is bulletproof up to 22 caliber and has both UVA and UVB protection built into it. Forgive me for repeating myself since your husband got a pair of glasses from me, but we know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin, where your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin. So you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes. You see it on the cutting wheel there? Your lenses are also aspheric, meaning that spheric means round, aspheric means not round. So not only are they the thinner, lighter weight lenses, but the curvature of the lens is actually flatter. It doesn't give you that round, ugly, cosmetic fishbowl appearance. When you buy lenses from someone online, they charge you for plastic lenses. If you want the thinner, lighter weight, unbreakable lenses, you have to pay an upgrade to the polycarb. And then if you want an aspheric lens, you pay another upgrade to get it to where the curvature of the lens is flatter. So this is someone else's third-tier premium lens, and you get that for free when you buy the frame from me. Now, you did pay the $40 upgrade to get the anti-glare coating. If you notice, water just kicked in. Polycarb cuts dry, where plastic and high-index plastic cut wet. But water kicks in for the last 20 seconds of the cutting cycle just to wash away any optical debris. Now that arm, that lever that's moving into place, that's what's going to put the safety bevel onto the lens. It is, actually this is the right lens, let me grab that. It is this size. It has the bevel, I'm doing a V shape, it's no longer flat on the edges, but it's putting a bevel on there, and now it's smoothing out the front surface of the lens and the back surface just to take away any rough edges. But the anti-glare coating, it's actually 3 features in one. The first feature is that it just like it says, it eliminates glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain, but from street lights, stoplights, computer screens, overhead fluorescent lights, and again, forgive me for repeating myself since your husband got a pair of glasses from me. But the second feature, it's an also anti-reflective lens. That's why I have it notated ARC. It is an anti-reflective coating. So when someone's looking at you, they're not seeing their reflection in your glasses. Or if someone takes a picture with the flash, you don't see the flash lit up in the lens. The third feature that I like, the practical side of me, is it comes with the best scratch protection in the business. The machine that applies the anti-glare coating costs well over $1 million. It takes over 24 hours to apply. It literally vaporizes 7 different layers. Oop, can you see the little swirl from scraping off your lens? Little optical debris that the water didn't wash away. But it takes 24 hours to vaporize 7 different layers of coatings onto the lens. And so the lab puts the strongest scratch coating that they can to protect the investment both in time and in money that they have done. Let me get my stylus. Without this stylus, my $40,000 edger wouldn't work. Without this, could I hit that button to make it on left? I don't think so. So let's hit start. And again, the door closes, this time a little quieter because it's wet inside. The clamp closes, and then the 2 calipers are going to trace the shape of the left side of your frame. Hopefully you can see both at the same time going around, and it's tracing the shape of the lens. And again, measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly where to place the bevel so it will fit best inside the frame and you have no edge thickness protruding from there. Of course, with your prescription, you're not going to, but if you did have a thick one, it would position it so you wouldn't have that problem. So I'm going to leave that dot on there. That's your pupillary distance, which we'll measure in a moment. I'll just go ahead and wait for the left lens to begin cutting. Then I will continue to work on the right. The other thing that anti-glare coating will do is it lets you see into the future. Because I'm going to mail these to you tonight. You'll get these in 2 or 3 days. By then it'll be the future, and then when you open them up and take them out of the case, you'll be able to see. Doesn't that count as seeing into the future? But just because, force of habit, I'm going to go ahead and analyze these right where that red dot is. I'm going to put it back into my dusty Marco 1 lensometer. You see a little bit of dust on top there? I can't see that, only you guys. But I'm actually reading -1/4. The black is the plus, that magnifies. The minus will actually minify. But we're getting -1/4 on there. The way your prescription works, the unit of measurement we use in the optical world is called a diopter, and goes in quarter increments, starting at 0 and going to you 0.25, 0.50, 0.75. So you actually need the smallest amount of magnification possible in both your left and your right eye. This will definitely help you at night with eye fatigue and driving, and of course driving in the rain at night, all those lights outside Chicago, whatever cute charming little suburb you live in. But this will help, and again, it's going to eliminate the eye fatigue that you get all day long. And if you're like your husband, spending all day long at a computer, that gives you just enough eye fatigue. And the other thing it does, as crazy as it sounds, when you spend a lot of time at a computer, you literally forget to blink. You're concentrating so hard. When you blink every 11 seconds or so, you rehydrate your eyes. So when you don't blink like you're supposed to, your eyes get dry, and that's how the fatigue sets in, because of the wear and tear that computers do on our eyes. So I'm going to take the lens out of the chuck. I'm going to dry everything off. Let's go ahead and insert it into the frame. And of course, oops, I see a little bit of Schwarf. May the Schwarf be with you. Sorry, old Mel Brooks fans there. Let me scrape that off your lens. Now let's get this mounted. I'm going to tuck your lens in at the outside corner, then using my thumbs I press down at the nose. Come on, go in there, go in there. Oh, don't want to go, so I'm going to go old school. Let me take this block off. This late in the day, I need to calibrate the equipment. But I'm going to go old school, and I'm going to take the lens down by hand. Actually, ignore my lunch. My wife has got us on a diet. She wanted to lose weight, so that means I had to go on a diet. So I've been eating nothing but sugar snaps and carrots. And although people say, ooh, don't eat carrots, they have so much sugar in them. But I've never eaten a carrot and said, wow, that's as good as a candy bar. So yes, this is what I'm eating. Ignore my little batch of cookies left over from Christmas, from all the perks that the labs have sent me. Ignore the chocolate covered peanut butter, one left out of this whole tin. I mean, honestly, who likes chocolate covered peanut butter? Really? You know, the fruit cake, it's almost gone. The basket of Chex Mix with peanuts and yogurt covered pretzels, that's almost gone. Yeah, that's right, that's why I'm on a diet. Nothing but that. Where'd your lens go? Here it is. So this is a handstone. This essentially acts the same way as the etcher wheel, but I'm going to go around and take the edges down just enough where it will easily snap into the frame. Come on, a little bit more, a little bit more. I do not want to force it into the frame. I want it to gently pop in, which it should do this time. There we go. So, go ahead and inspect this lens, the left lens, that it says -1/4. I'm turning it so we can see that. Hopefully inside you can see, I can't tell if that's where the camera is saying you should see everything lined up, the 3 lines, but we're at -1/4, which is the closest tick mark to 0. Now your pupillary distance, what is your pupillary distance? 32.5 plus 31.5, 32 and 31 is 63. So 64 is your pupillary distance. I'm going to turn the card around. I'm going to place the 0 against my thumb on your right lens, and then when we hold it up to the left, we're getting 64 millimeters, so that is cut perfectly. The other thing I'd like to mention while I'm cleaning your lenses is that when you get these in the mail in the future, there is a small chance that these will be loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one lens, one side of the frame, is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that's higher than the other, and that's the reason why 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But I'm going to get them in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set it on the counter and press down where there's a little bit of a wobble. I'm going to straighten that out to whereas there is no wobble. When I say wobble, I'm part of that 80%. When I put mine on the counter, they wobble, but they sit level on me. I'm going to flip it over, press down, there is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, and they're not askew like that. Check the tension on each spring hinge, that feels good. So, Alisa in Fox River Grove, Illinois, I thank you for buying your lenses from me. You could have bought them from anyone, but you got them from the guy who's going to give you free prescription lenses. Well played, madam. And if anyone has any questions about what I can or can't do, just email me at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com. Alisa, hope you enjoyed watching as I made prescription lenses for your RayBan 5114, color 2097, the black, white, and the 52 eye size. And hopefully everyone else got the chance to see, you know it's coming, how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.